Hi students, welcome to the part 1 PYQ discussions of the chapter limits. So in this video, we'll be discussing all the questions from 2024 and 2025 as well. And along with the questions, we'll be discussing the associated theories and shortcuts. Okay, so stay tuned till the last question. And let's start. Our very first question from 2025 itself. Okay, it is mentioned that you need to evaluate the limit. You need to find the value of the limit. That is limit x tends to 0 cosec x into root of 2 cos square x plus 3 cos x minus root of cos square x plus sin x plus 4. Okay, so how are you going to operate this one? It's easy actually. What I'm going to do is, we know that cosec 0 is not defined. Okay, so I'm writing it as 1 by sin x. Okay, instead of cosec x, I'm putting it as 1 by sin x. So it will be limit x tends to 0. Limit x tends to 0 root of 2 cos square x plus 3 cos x. Okay, minus of root of cos square x plus sin x plus 4. Okay, divided by sin x. Okay, before evaluating limit, we need to know which type of limit is this. Okay, so if you substitute x is equal to 0, you will get 2 plus 3, that is root 5 here, and root 5 here as well. This becomes 0, that is 1 plus 4, that is 5. That is root 5 minus root 5 is 0, and it will also be 0, that is 0 by 0. That is the limit is in which form? In determinate form. If it is in the 0 by 0 form, infinity by infinity, 1 touch infinity like that, then the limit is said to be in which form? Indeterminate form. Okay, there are so many methods for doing limits which is in indeterminate form. Okay, according to the expression, that is the function which is expressed. So here the function is expressed in terms of root. So in most of the cases it will be better if you apply rationalization technique here. Rationalization means we need to rationalize the numerator here. That means we need to multiply the numerator with the conjugate of the numerator and denominator with the conjugate of the numerator. Okay, so it will be a lot to write. So what I'm going to do is I'm substituting it as root p and I'm substituting it as root q for the sake of writing only. Okay, so it will be root p minus root q and their corresponding conjugate will be root p plus root q. Here also it will be what? Root of p plus root of q. Okay, hope you got the idea here. And the next step will be, what is root p minus q into root p plus q? That is root p square minus root q square, that is p minus q. That is limit x tends to 0, it will be p minus q. Okay, and what is p? 2 cos square x plus 3 cos x. And what is q? Cos square x plus sin x plus 4. If you subtract that, what will you get? 2 cos square x minus cos square x, which is cos square x, and 3 cos x minus sin x plus 3 cos x minus sin x minus 4. Okay, divided by sin x into root p plus root q. Okay, that we can evaluate later. And I think still it's in 0 by 0 form, right? If you substitute x equal to 0, denominator will obviously be 0. Here it will be 1 plus 3, that is 4. 4 minus 4 will be 0. That is still it's in which form? 0 by 0 form. Therefore, what is the meaning of that? We still need to work on that. So there is trigonometry which is given. I think it is better to operate using trigonometric formulas and all. Okay. Therefore, what I'm going to do is, here we have cos square x. And what is cos square x? Cos square x is 1 minus sin square x. We can write it like that. And then simplify this. Therefore, what is 1 minus 4? That is minus 3. That is, it will be limit x tends to 0 minus 3 plus 3 cos x. Okay. And minus sin square x minus sin x. Minus sin square x minus sin x divided by sin x into root of p plus root of q. Okay. So how are you going to take it from here? Let's try something. That is, if you take minus 3 from here, it will be limit x tends to 0 minus 3 into 1 minus cos x minus, I'm taking sin x from here, minus sin x from here, it will be minus sin x into sin x plus 1. Okay, be very careful, I am skipping some steps here, that is basic calculation only. So I am assigning sin x to here as well as here separately, that is here I am putting a sin x here and here as well. Okay, so there is 1 by root p plus root q, that is we can assign it over here. Okay. So this and this got cancelled. The problem is over there. If you substitute x equal to 0, it becomes what? Minus 1. Okay, so my question is, what is 1 minus cos x divided by sin x? What is the formula for 1 minus cos x? 2 sin square x by 2. And what is the formula for sin x? 2 sin x by 2 cos x by 2. So 1 minus cos x divided by sin x will be tan x by 2. So this will reduce to what? Tan x by 2. I think it will be better if you write it in the next slide. That is, it will be limit x tends to 0 minus 3 into tan x by 2 minus of, it will be sin x plus 1. That is minus of sin x plus 1. Okay. Into 1 by root of p plus root of q. That is, what was root of p? 2 cos square x plus 3 cos x. That is root of 2 cos square x plus 3 cos x plus it will be cos square x plus sin x plus 4. That is cos square x plus sin x plus 4. Okay. And if you substitute 0 directly, you will get this will be 0 and this will be what? Minus 1. That is minus 1 divided by, you know the value of this one, right? If you substitute 0, we have already formulated that. The value will be root 5. Here also the value will be root 5. Therefore net value will be minus 1 by 2 root 5. Okay. So which was the correct option? Yeah, fourth one. Fourth one is the correct answer. Okay. A very easy question and doable also. And I hope you got the concept here. See, even after you apply a proper method after evaluating that the given function, after applying the limits, if you identify that it is in the indeterminate form, sometimes again it will be in which form? Indeterminate form. Therefore you need to proceed from that further. Okay, I hope you got the idea here. Let's move to the next one, next question. And yeah, hopefully easy one. That is limit x tends to infinity. 2x square minus 3x plus 5 divided by 3x square plus 5x plus 4 into 3x minus 1 the whole raised to x by 2 divided by root of 3x plus 2. Okay, it's not square, it's x here. Okay, root of 3x plus 2 the whole raised to x. Okay, so the power will be same. So what I'm going to do is, you know how to operate if the limit is the limiting variable is tending towards infinity, right? Yeah, let's operate this by taking assigning limit here and here separately. That is assigning limit over here and here separately. Therefore it will be limit x tends to infinity 2x square minus 3x plus 5 divided by 3x square plus 5x plus 4. Okay, into, see here what happens to denominator here? 3x plus 1 root of 3x plus 1 the whole raised to x. So it will be root of 3x plus 1 the whole raised to x can be written as 3x plus 1 the whole raised to what? X by 2. So here and here the power is same. Therefore we can take the power as common. Therefore limit x tends to infinity 3x minus 1 divided by 3x plus 2 the whole raised to what? X by 2. Hope you got the idea here. So these two are two types of limits. We need to apply different methods on here and here as well. So which method which we need to apply here to get to the final result? Here, okay, this part. See, it is a very basic question. Okay, usually discussed as an example while teaching limit x is tending towards infinity. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is we need to observe the powers of x on numerator as well as on denominator. What is the highest power of x comparing numerator and denominator? The highest power of x is 2. Okay, to operate this, you need to divide the numerator and denominator with the highest power of x, that is with x raised to 2. Okay, x raised to the highest power, which is available either in numerator or denominator. Okay, so here the highest power is what? 2. Therefore you need to divide numerator and denominator with what? X square. Okay, so after dividing numerator and denominator with x square, you will get limit x tends to infinity 2 minus 3 by x plus 5 divided by x square divided by 3 plus 5 by x plus 4 by x square. So if after applying x is approaching towards infinity, what will be the final cut answer? If x is approaching towards infinity, then 1 by x will approach towards 0. Okay, if x is approaching towards positive infinity, 1 by x will approach towards 0. Therefore this becomes 0, this also becomes 0, same for here and here as well. Therefore the net answer will be 2 by 3. Therefore the answer for this one is what? 2 by 3. So how are you going to operate this one? Okay, let's go for that. It will be limit x tends to infinity. We know that the highest power of x is 1. Therefore, we need to divide numerator and denominator with x raised to 1. Therefore, it will be 3 minus 1 by x divided by 3 plus 2 by x, the whole raised to x by 2. So here this becomes 0, this also becomes 0, that is 3 minus 0 by 3 plus 0, that is 1. Okay, that is 1 raised to infinity by 2, that is 1 raised to infinity. So the limit is in which form? 1 raised to infinity form. Okay, so how are you going to evaluate a limit which is in this form? I will tell you the formula here. If limit x tends to a, f of x raised to g of x is in 1 raised to infinity form. Therefore, the limit can also be expressed like this. That is e raised to limit x tends to a, f of x, remember, minus 1 into what? G of x. Okay. You will get a proper answer by evaluating like this. Okay, so here I'm going to use this one. Okay, instead of this one, I'm going to use the parent one. Okay, therefore, in the next slide, hopefully we can do that. That is limit x tends to infinity. It is 3x minus 1 by 3x plus 2. 3x minus 1 divided by 3x plus 2. Okay, minus 1 into x by 2. There is a e here. Okay, e raised to limit x tends to infinity. That is here, this is f of x and this is g of x. What was the correct evaluation? That is e raised to limit x tends to f of x minus 1 into g of x. Therefore, it will be e raised to limit x tends to infinity. 3x minus 1 divided by 3x plus 2 minus 1 into what? X by 2. Okay, and after cross multiplication, what will be the e raised to, it will be limit x tends to infinity. 3x minus 1 minus 3x minus 2. 3x and 3x got cancelled. Minus 1 minus 2 becomes minus 3 minus 3. And this, I am also multiplying this, minus 3x by 2 divided by 3x plus 2. Okay, so what I am going to do here is, since x is tending towards infinity, we can divide numerator and denominator with x raised to k, where k is the highest power of x. Okay, therefore we can divide numerator and denominator with x raised to 1, and you will get e raised to limit x tends to infinity minus 3 by 2 divided by 3 plus 2 by x. This becomes 0. Therefore, net answer will be e raised to minus 3 by 2 divided by 3. That is e raised to minus 1 by 2. Okay, this will be e raised to minus 1 by 2. Okay, this 3 and this 3 will get cancelled. That is, it will be 1 by root e. Okay, so the answer for the second one is what? 1 by root e. And the answer for the first part is what? 2 by 3. So the net answer will be 2 by 3 into 1 by root e. Therefore, 2 by 3 root e. 3 root e. Okay. Option. Okay. Third option is the correct one. Okay. Very easy question. And doable also. Okay. Let's move to the next one. Yeah. And limit x tends to infinity, e by 1 minus e into 1 by e minus x by 1 plus x, the whole raised to x is equal to alpha. Then you need to find the value of log alpha to the base e divided by 1 plus log alpha to the base e. So how are you going to do this one? Let's evaluate the limit first. Okay, at first we can evaluate this. Since limit x is tending towards infinity, we can divide here with x and here also with x, and you will get e by 1 minus e into 1 by e minus 1 by 1 plus 1 by x. Okay, the whole raised to x. X is, limit x is approaching towards where? Infinity. So this becomes what? 1 by infinity becomes 0. This becomes 1 plus 0, that is 1. Net value becomes 1. And what is 1 by e minus 1? That is e by 1 minus e. Here we have 1 by e and this becomes 1. If we cross multiply, this becomes 1 minus e divided by e. Interestingly, exactly same as the previous one, raised to x. So this becomes 1 raised to infinity. Okay, this becomes infinity. So, sorry, I have applied limit here. Okay, then we cannot use limit again. Okay, since I have applied limit here, it becomes 0 and this becomes infinity. Okay, so after simplification, it will be in 1 raised to infinity form. Okay, you familiar with that? We just discussed that question just before. And how are you going to evaluate this one? The same technique which we can use here. Here f of x is what? E by 1 minus e into 1 by e minus x by 1 plus x, and g of x is what? X. So we can evaluate this. Therefore, this becomes e raised to limit x tends to infinity. e by 1 minus e into 1 by e minus x by 1 plus x, okay, minus 1 into what? Into x. Okay. So how are we going to formulate this one? Yeah, let's try. See, what we can do here is, here e into 1 minus e, it is common for this one, okay. Let's write like, here we have 1, right? Instead of 1, we can write like 1 minus e divided by 1 minus e. Therefore, it will be e raised to limit x tends to infinity, e by 1 minus e into 1 by e minus x by 1 plus x, okay, minus, it will be 1 minus e divided by 1 minus e into what? Into x. And we can take 1 minus e outside. That was our objective. That is e raised to limit x tends to infinity 1 by 1 minus e. I took it outside. So what happens here is, okay, so here we have 1 minus e left. What is e into 1 by e? That is, we can multiply this. E into 1 by that becomes 1 minus ex divided by 1 plus x minus 1 plus e into what? X. It will be like this. Okay, and this one got cancelled. If you cross multiply here, what will happen? It will be e plus ex. That ex and this ex will get cancelled. Therefore, this becomes e by 1 plus x. That is ex divided by 1 plus x, and x is outside. Okay, then we can write it here. That is, it will be, sorry, e raised to 1 by 1 minus e into limit x tends to infinity. That I took outside, and into ex divided by 1 plus ex, that is ex divided by, it is 1 plus x, 1 plus x. So how are I going to formulate this one? We know that x is approaching towards infinity, therefore we have to divide numerator and denominator with what? X. Could you tell me the result without calculation? It, after dividing it with x, it will be e here and 1 by x plus 1 here. Okay, what is 1 by x? 0. What is 0 plus 1? 1. And what is e by 1? E. So it will be, the result will be e raised to e by 1 minus c. So what is the result here? E raised to e by 1 minus c. That is the value of alpha. Okay, we are not done yet. There is a little part which is remaining. Okay, so what will be log alpha? If e raised to e by 1 minus c is equal to alpha, then what will be log alpha? I think if it's okay, I am going to write it here. Okay, what is log alpha? Log alpha is equal to e by 1 minus c. What is log alpha? E by 1 minus c. Taking log on both sides, and then we can substitute the value here. It will be e by 1 minus c divided by 1 plus e divided by 1 minus c. So e by 1 minus c in the numerator and 1 plus e by 1 minus c in the denominator. After cross multiplying the denominator, it will be 1 minus c plus c, that is 1 by 1 minus c. So 1 by 1 minus c here, that 1 minus c and this 1 minus c got cancelled. The result will be e. Okay, so the fourth one. Okay, this is the only basic calculation which I skipped, that you can do it for yourself. Okay, and I hope you got the answer here. It was by the appearance of it, it will look like somewhat a slightly typical question, but actually that's not at all typical. Okay, and we can move to the next one. Okay, a question which appears like we need to formulate it using integration. Okay, a very familiar question which was regularly asked in JEE Advanced and in mains also, even after they deleted the topic based on this from mains. Okay, every year it is asking, and the frequency of it is the question is increasing with respect to each shifts. Okay, so let's do it. I think okay, let's try this. So the question is like this: limit f of x is equal to limit n tends to infinity, r is equal to 0 to n, tan x by 2 raised to r plus 1 minus tan cube x by 2 raised to r plus 1 by 1 minus x by 2 raised to r plus 1. How are you going to formulate this one? It's very easy actually. See, the angle here is x by 2 raised to r plus 1. So instead of x by 2 raised to r plus 1, I am going to substitute theta here. So it will be, result will be tan theta. Okay, it will be theta here and here as well. So what will be that? Tan theta plus tan cube theta divided by 1 minus tan square theta. Okay, so what is common here? Tan theta is common here. I am going to take it outside. Okay, we can apply the limit and the summation later. Therefore it will be tan theta into 1 plus tan square theta divided by 1 minus tan square theta. So what is 1 plus tan square theta divided by 1 minus tan square theta? Have you seen it anywhere? Or what is 1 minus tan square theta divided by 1 plus tan square theta? 1 minus tan square theta divided by 1 plus tan square theta is nothing but cos 2 theta. So this I can write it like this: 1 minus tan square theta by 1 plus tan square theta, and what will be that? It is cos 2 theta. So basically it will be what? Tan theta divided by cos 2 theta. Okay, we have simplified from this to this. So how are you going to take it any further? See, the problem here is we need to apply the summation from 0 to n. Okay, and hopefully you know that with respect to the PYQs in sequence and series, in some cases we need to use integration for this one mostly, and in some cases if the expression, the summation is expressed like this, we need to present the expression in such a way that it should get cancelled. That is, a chain reaction should be there. It got cancelled and only the first term and the last term should be there. Okay, you need to present it like that. So how are you going to take it from here? It's a very easy question actually. See, what is tan theta? Tan theta is sin theta by cos theta. Therefore, it will be sin theta divided by cos 2 theta into cos theta. So to formulate this, you need to apply a small technique here. What is sin theta? That can be written as sin, here we have 2 theta and theta, right? And here we have theta. What is the relation between 2 theta, theta and theta? Theta, can we express theta in terms of 2 theta and theta? And it becomes more easier. Sin theta, that is written as sin 2 theta minus theta divided by cos 2 theta into cos theta. So what is sin A minus B? We know that it is sin 2 theta into cos theta. Cos theta got cancelled for the first part, and sin 2 theta by cos 2 theta is equal to what? Tan 2 theta minus of, the next part will be cos 2 theta into sin theta, and cos 2 theta and this cos 2 theta got cancelled, and what is sin theta by cos theta? Tan theta. Okay, we are almost done. Then we can apply the value of theta here. What was theta? X by 2r plus 1. Therefore it will be limit n tends to infinity, sigma r is equal to 0 to n minus tan theta is what? X by 2 raised to r plus 1. Okay, so what will be 2 theta? If theta is equal to this, then what will be 2 theta? We know that theta is equal to x by 2 raised to r plus 1 means x by 2 raised to r into 2. Okay, therefore what will be theta? 2 theta. 2 theta will be x by 2 raised to r, that is tan x by 2 raised to r. The benefit of expressing like this you will get to know in the upcoming steps. Okay. Therefore, what should be the first value of r? That you should substitute here. That is r is equal to 0. The value of r is r. Okay, not x. R is approaching towards, okay, n is approaching towards infinity. Okay. That is, this is n. Okay. N is approaching towards infinity. That means r is equal to 0 to infinity. That's all. We need to start by substituting r is equal to 0 here. Therefore, it will be tan x, right? Tan x by 1 minus this will be tan x by 2. Okay, that's done. That will be the first term of the summation. And what will be the second term? Second term, we need to substitute r is equal to 1. Therefore, you will get tan x by 2 minus tan x by 2 square, that is tan x by 4. Okay. See, it will go like this, and the last term will be tan x by 2 raised to infinity minus tan x by 2 raised to infinity plus 1. Okay. See what happens here, if you observe the first two terms, it will be this and this got cancelled, and you have the first term and the last term here. If you compare the first two terms, okay, if you observe the first two terms, only the first term, the first two terms. Okay, therefore only the first part of the first term and the second part of the second term will be there. Therefore here we have tan x minus tan x by 4. So if you apply this extensively, only the first part and the last part will remain. Okay, that is the first term in the first part and the second term in the last part will remain. Okay, this also will get cancelled. But what happens here is tan x by 2 raised to infinity plus 1. What is 2 raised to infinity? 2 raised to infinity is 0. Okay, so infinity. And what is x by infinity? That is 0. that is, what is tan 0? 0. Therefore, this also will get cancelled. So, what is the final cut answer there? That is f of x is equal to what? Tan x. That's all. Okay, you all got the value of f of x. Okay, that is what? Tan x. So, you need to formulate here. This is a very basic thing. Okay, from there you need to carry over to here. I think, yeah, let's take e raised to f of x outside, and what will you get? It will be limit x tends to 0 e raised to f of x into e raised to x minus f of x minus 1 divided by x minus f of x. Okay, see, it is an indeterminate form. Okay, you know the value of this one. What is the value of this one? 1. Okay, and this is 1 into e raised to f of x means e raised to tan x, that is e raised to tan x. When x is approaching towards 0, this becomes e raised to 0. What is the value of e raised to 0? 1. Therefore, the final result is 1 into 1. And what is the answer here? Okay, integer type, the answer is what? 1. Okay, a very easy and doable question just for this to formulate 1. Okay, the tricky part lies in here. Okay, but a familiar one also. Hopefully you got the idea here. Let's move to the next one. Okay. Yeah. Let box t be the, okay, I'll call it as box x, okay, for the sake of explaining it. Greatest integer less than or equal to x, okay, box t. Then the least value of p element of n, a natural number for which limit x tends to 0 plus right hand limit x into box 1 by x plus box 2 by x plus etc. up to box p by x minus x square into box 1 by x square plus box 2 square by x square plus etc. plus box 9 square by x square greater than or equal to 1. How are you going to formulate that one? It's easy actually. Okay, we can start. Okay, we can do this question two methods. Okay, either by using sandwich theorem or by using the concept of fractional part of x. Okay, the function. Therefore, we know that what is fractional part of x? Fractional part of x is equal to x minus box x. So from here, what is box x? Box x is equal to x minus fractional part of x. Okay, and what is the range of fractional part of x? The range of fractional part of x lies between closed interval 0 to open 1. That is what the values of fractional part of x shuttling between. Okay, and we can formulate this. Okay, so here the numerator is varying, right? 1, 2, extra up to p. Here also it will be 1. See, there is 1 square there. Accordingly, 1 square, 2 square, etc. up to 9 square there. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm taking the numerator as a constant like this. That is x into k by x. I am going to express it like that. Okay. After multiplying the value or the parameter which you obtained after multiplying this x into box k by x, that we can extensively apply here. Okay, and hopefully apply here as well. Therefore, what is x into box k by x? Box x can be written as x minus fractional part of x, right? Therefore, this can be written as x into, okay, k by x minus fractional part of k by x. Okay, so the bracket which we can use another bracket here to avoid confusion. Okay, this is an ordinary bracket. Okay, not box. And just open the bracket and you will get x into k by x is what? K minus x into fractional part of k by x. Okay, if you multiply this with this, you will get this. But we need to apply the limit here as well. Okay. Therefore, actually we need to start from here. That is limit x tends to 0 plus limit x tends to 0 plus here also limit x tends to 0 plus. Okay. So limit x tends to 0 plus k is a constant. The value is what? K minus, see, the value of this is shuttling between closed interval 0 to 1. Okay. Just listen very carefully. So this will be a constant, right? K by x will be a constant. It will give you a constant value. Therefore, okay, let's apply the limit in the next step. Therefore, it will be limit x tends to 0 plus k minus x into a, where a is a constant. Therefore, after applying the limit, you will get k minus 0 into a, that is 0 itself. So, what is the answer for this one? X into box k by x is what? K. Okay. Therefore, what is x into box 1 by x? 1. And what is x into box 2 by x? 2. Okay. And what is x into box p by x? That is p. Okay. Therefore, it will be 1 plus 2 plus etc. plus what? P. Basically, it is the sum of first p natural numbers. Okay. And we can evaluate this also. There won't be a change. X into x square into k by x square. Okay, k square by x square, you will get the value as k square. Okay, that is k square by x square minus fractional part of k square by x square. That will be equivalent to what? K square. So this will be 1 square, this will be 2 square, etc. up to what? 9 square. That is the sum of squares of first 9 natural numbers. And we can do it on the next slide. That is it will be 1 plus 2 plus extra plus p, right? That is, I'm going to write it here. It will be 1 square plus 2 square plus etc. plus 9 square. Okay. What is the sum of first n natural numbers? That is n into n plus 1 by 2. And what is the sum of squares of first n natural numbers? It will be n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 divided by 6. Okay. We can write that in the next slide. Therefore, it will be p into p plus 1 by 2. P into p plus 1 divided by 2 minus of 9 into n plus 1. That is 9 into 10 into 19 divided by 6. That is greater than or equal to 1. Okay, cancel this and this. It will be 15. And what is 15 into 19? 19 into 3 is 57 into 5. That is 287. Okay, 287, that will be plus 1, that is 286. That is p into p plus 1 by 2 greater than or equal to 286. Okay, and what is p into p plus 1? That is greater than or equal to 572. P into p plus 1 is greater than or equal to what? 572. And you need to formulate the value of p, right? It's an integer question also. Okay, therefore trial and error method. Okay, so 572. So what is 24 square? That is 576. And what is 25 square? That is 625. Okay, and yeah, let's try for that. Let's okay, 25 we can definitely not go for that. Let's apply 24. Okay, that is p is equal to 24. What will you get? 24 into 25, that will be 600. Okay, this satisfies. Let's apply one more value here. That is p is equal to 23. So what is 23 into 24? That is 24, 23, that is 72 and 48. Okay, it won't exceed, right? That is, okay, it won't exceed. Therefore, what is the correct answer? P is equal to 24. You should get the maximum value, minimum value, right? That is p is equal to what? 24 is the final cut answer for this one. Okay, a very easy question and doable also once you know how to formulate this one. Okay, hope you got the idea here. We can move to the next one. Yeah. Okay, there is a small mistake here. It is e raised to modulus of, okay, 2 into mod sin x. It is like that. Okay, minus 2 into mod sin x minus 1 divided by x square. Okay, the difference between this questions and the question we just did before is like here there is an option like limit does not exist. If an option is given like that, in most of the cases you need to verify it for the left hand limit as well as for the right hand limit. Only then you will get a proper idea about this question. And there is one more thing. In order to do this question, it will be better if you know about Maclaurin series. What is Maclaurin series? It will make the problem more easier. Maclaurin series, which I am going to explain right now. Maclaurin series. What is Maclaurin series? What is Maclaurin series? Maclaurin series is like, what is e raised to x? E raised to x is 1 plus x by 1 factorial plus x square by 2 factorial plus x cube by 3 factorial plus etc. And what is e raised to minus x? 1 minus x by 1 factorial plus x square by 2 factorial minus x cube by 3 factorial plus etc. Okay. And what is sin x? Sin x is equal to x minus x cube by 3 factorial plus x raised to 5 by 5 factorial minus x raised to 7 by 7 factorial plus etc. And what is cos x? It is equal to 1 minus x square by 2 factorial plus x raised to 4 by 4 factorial minus etc. It will be x raised to 6. Okay. And what is tan x? And tan x will be x plus x cube by 3 plus next one is 2 by 15 x raised to 5 plus etc. Okay. Next one. Log x. Log 1 plus x. What is log 1 plus x? It will be x minus x square by 2 plus x cube by 3 minus x raised to 4 by 4 plus etc. And what is log 1 minus x? It will be minus x square by 2 minus x cube by 3 minus x raised to 4 by 4 minus etc. So that is Maclaurin series. There is a general formula and definition for that, and that we can discuss in another session. Okay. So yeah, that's it. Using this technique, we can formulate this one. Okay. So just if you want, you can write the note. Okay, let's apply this. Okay, pause it and write the note. We can apply this on the question which is just shown before. Okay. So limit x tends 0, e raised to 2 into mod sin x minus 2 mod sin x minus 1 divided by x square. Okay. So here we need to evaluate for left hand limit as well as for right hand limit. Therefore it will be, what is left hand limit? Left hand limit is like limit x tends to 0 minus. If it is limit x tends 0 minus, therefore sin x will be negative. Therefore it will be minus 2 sin x. That is e raised to minus 2 sin x minus 2 sin plus minus of minus plus 2 sin x minus 1 divided by x square. Okay, see, you can do two methods here. Either, see, obviously it will be in 0 by 0 form. Either you can apply for which method? L'Hospital rule here, or you can go for the Maclaurin series here. Okay, which method is comfortable for you, you can use that method, but be very careful while applying L'Hospital rule because it will cost you more time. Okay, in most of the cases, they have packed the questions like this. Okay, the one who prepares the question knows that the L'Hospital rule is useful for, it will be used by majority of the students to solve the questions. Therefore, they will pack the questions in such a way that it will take more time from you. Okay, at least 4 minutes it will take if you use by that method in most of the questions. Therefore, by knowing this series, it will be more helpful for doing these questions. Okay, I will show it how. So what I'm going to do is, what is e raised to x? 1 plus x by 1 factorial plus x square by 2 factorial plus x cube by 3 factorial, like that. Therefore, what will be e raised to minus 2 sin x? Minus 2 sin x is like this. You need to apply minus 2 sin x everywhere for x instead of x. Therefore, just look at the formula and we are going to apply that. It will be limit x tends to 0 minus, it will be 1. Okay, plus x is there. Therefore, you need to apply minus 2 sin x by 1 factorial, that is 1. Okay, plus the square of that is 4 sin square x divided by, this is 1 factorial, this is 2 factorial. The next one, minus 8 sin cube x divided by 3 factorial plus etc. Okay, I am going to formulate the numerator only. Okay, plus 2 sin x minus 1 divided by x square. So what happens here is, this minus 2 sin x and plus 2 sin x got cancelled. Same for minus 1 and plus 1 as well. Okay, so what is left here? It will be, limit x tends to 0 minus, it is 4 sin square x divided by 2, that is 2. It will be 2 sin square x divided by x square minus 8 by 3, the 6, right, is 4 by 3, right? That is minus 4 by 3 into sin cube x divided by x square plus etc. like that. Okay, so what happens here is, what is the value of this one? So this is okay, 0 minus. Okay, there is 0 minus, not the minus here. Okay, so what is the value of this one? So this will be 0, right? What is sin cube x by x square? Limit x tends 0. That can be written as sin square x by x square into sin x. This will be 1, you know that, and into 0 will be 0. That goes for all other results. That is, the power of sine will be greater. In that case, the limit will be 0. The limiting value will be 0. And only this will remain. And what is the value of that? That is 2. Okay. So we can neglect this one also. X tends to 0 minus can be applied as limit h tends to 0 and like that. Okay. I'm not going to do that here since it's a very basic operation. So what is the value of left hand limit? That is 2. Like this, we need to operate on the right hand limit also. Okay, the right hand limit will be limit x tends to 0 plus. In that case, it will be positive. It will be positive. And we can apply and find the answer here. Therefore, it will be limit x tends to 0 plus e raised to 2 sin x minus 2 sin x minus 1 divided by x square. After expanding, it will be like limit x tends to 0 plus what is e raised to 2 sin x? That is 1 plus 2 sin x by 1 factorial plus 4 sin square x divided by 3 factorial plus 8 sin cube x divided by 3 factorial minus 2 sin x minus 1 divided by x square. This and got cancelled. Only this will be here. Okay, we need to, if we consider other terms, they will get cancelled as we discussed before. Therefore, 4 sin square x by 2 square. Okay, 2 factorial. Okay, my mistake. Okay, this is 2 factorial here. Instead of 2 factorial, it is 3 factorial. It is 2 factorial there. Therefore, what is 4 by 2? That is 2. That is 2 is the answer here. So, what was the LHL? 2, and the RHL is also what? 2. Therefore, LHL is equal to RHL. Therefore, limit exists, and what is the value of 2? Value of limit 2. That's all. Done and dusted. Okay. And okay, the next one. Okay, some more questions are there based on Maclaurin series. Yeah, another one. A limit x tends 0, 3 into alpha sin x plus beta cos x plus log 1 minus x divided by 3 tan square x is equal to 1 by 3. You need to find alpha and beta and find the value of the expression 2 alpha minus beta. Okay, so what happens here is, this is where it will cost you more time if you apply L-Hospital rule here. So what happens here is, if you apply L-Hospital rule, you know that this is tan square x. It will be positive through 0 throughout if you apply 2 or 3 times. Okay, so just imagine if you are going to apply L-Hospital here for 2 or 3 times, it will be a very hectic process. So I'm going to crack the question for you. It will be like, if the limit x is approaching towards 0, the value of the limit is what? 1 by 3. And you know that 1 by 3 is obviously a finite value. See, if you observe closely, the denominator part of the limit is what? 0. So the numerator should also be what? 0. Only if it is in the indeterminate form, we can proceed further. So this should be what? 0. So it's in 0 by 0 form. Okay, therefore we can apply things here and there and we'll get the value of alpha and beta like that through 2 or 3 times after differentiation. Okay, but if you apply Maclaurin series, you will get the answer directly. How? Which I am going to show you now. Therefore, it will be, I am going to directly apply this, that is limit x tends to 0, 3 plus alpha into, what is the value of sine? Expression of sine is x minus x cube by 3 factorial plus x raised to 5 divided by 5 factorial minus etc. Plus beta into 1 minus x square by 2 factorial. Okay, plus x raised to 4 by 4 factorial minus etc. plus log 1 minus x, right? So it will be x minus x square minus x square by 2 minus x cube by 3 minus x raised to 4 by 4 minus, okay, divided by 3 tan square x, that is 3 into, what is tan square x? I'm going to write it here. Tan x, what is tan x? Tan x is x plus x cube by 3 plus 2 by 15 x raised to 5 plus etc. And we have to square this, right? Therefore, I think it will be better if you take x outside. If you take x outside, which is common in here, it will be x square. After applying the square, it will be x square. That is 3x square into 1 plus, it will be x square by 3 plus 2 by 15 x raised to 4 plus etc. Okay. So the value is what? 1 by 3. So what is the reduction from here? How are we going to operate this one? Let's do one thing. Let's assemble the terms which are independent of x, terms which is dependent on x, terms which is dependent on x square, x cube, like that separately. So here it will be limit x tends to 0. What are the constant terms here? 3 plus beta, right? That is 3 plus beta, and which are the terms which is independent of x? That is alpha, okay, plus alpha, okay, beta there is no term, alpha minus 1, okay, alpha minus 1, alpha minus 1 and into x plus x square. It will be no alpha here, that is minus beta by 2 factorial and minus 1 by 2 into what? X square. Okay, and the next term will be x cube into something, the next term will be x4 into something like that. It will goes on like that, okay, divided by 3 into x square into, I'm going to write, okay, 1 plus x square by 3 plus 2 by 15 x raised to 4 plus etc. the whole square. X square is there, forgot to add that. Okay, so it is reduced to this one. How are you going to formulate this one? Or what is the concept which you can take from this one? So here, what is the lowest power of x in the denominator? It is x square. Okay, and what is the lowest power of x in here? Actually, it is x raised to 0. Okay, so the problem here is, if the lowest power of x square in the denominator is x square, and then to have a finite value, okay, it will be better if you have a term less than the highest power in the denominator, lowest power in the denominator to become 0. That is, here the lowest power of x is what? 2. Therefore, x square is the lowest variable here. Therefore, in here, the starting with, okay, the values which are starting with x square is from here. Okay, that is okay, but these two terms should what? Vanish. Otherwise, we won't get a proper answer here. So if it is, so this has reduced to this one. So what are we going to do it from here? It's very easy actually. Here, what is the lowest power of x in the denominator? That is 2. That is x square is the lowest variable here. Therefore, if you look at the numerator, what is the lowest power there? That is x raised to 0 and x are the lowest values there. X raised to 0, actually there are terms independent of x in the numerator as well. Okay, to get a finite value, that cannot happen. Okay, to get a finite value, the lowest power of x in the denominator and the lowest power of x in the numerator should be what? Should be same. Okay, therefore this and this term should not be there. Therefore, if you equate it, it will be 3 plus beta. Those terms should vanish. That is, this and this should be equal to what? 0. And if you equate to 0, it will be like 3 plus beta is equal to 0. Therefore, beta is equal to what? Minus 3. And alpha minus 1 is equal to 0. Therefore, alpha is equal to what? 1. Therefore, alpha is equal to 1 and beta is equal to minus 3. Therefore, 2 minus minus 3, that is 5. 5 is the answer for this one. Okay. So, that's all for that question. Okay, I think there is one more question based on this one. Let's formulate that. Okay, next one. Limit x tends to 0, ax square into e raised to x minus b log 1 plus x plus cx into e raised to minus x divided by x square sin x is equal to 1. Then you need to find the value of a, b, c and apply it here. That is 60 into a square plus b square plus e square is equal to 1. A slightly bigger question compared to the previous one. Okay, let's do this. Therefore, it will be limit x tends to 0, ax square into what is e raised to x? 1 plus x by 1 factorial plus x square by 2 factorial plus etc. minus b into log 1 plus x, right? That is, it will be x minus x by 2 plus x cube by 3 minus x raised to 4 by 4 plus etc. plus cx into e raised to minus x. Easy one. That is 1 minus x by 1 factorial plus x square by 2 factorial minus x cube by 3 factorial plus etc. Okay, and divided by x square into sin x. What was sin x? That is x square into sin x is x minus x cube by 3 factorial plus x raised to 5 by 5 factorial minus etc. Take x outside, it will be x cube into 1 minus x square by 2 factorial plus x raised to 4 by 5 factorial plus x minus etc. Okay, minus etc. and its value is equal to 1, right? A finite value like the previous question, exactly like the previous question. So what I'm going to do is, we need to assemble the terms which is independent of x, terms which are dependent on x square, x cube, x raised to 4 like that. We need to pack it here. Okay, so it will be limit x tends to 0. I think there is no term which is independent of x, right? Independent of x, right? Okay, every term is dependent on x on the numerator. So, okay, the terms which are dependent on x, okay, not this one, that will depend on, okay, this one, that is minus b, okay, and minus b plus c into x plus x square. It will be a, this is x minus x square by 2, that is a plus b by 2 and minus c by 2 into x square plus x cube. Okay, x cube will be that is a, right? A minus b by 3. A minus b by 3. This will be plus c by 2 into x cube plus x raised to 4 into something plus x raised to 5 into something divided by x cube into 1 minus x square by 2 factorial plus etc. Okay. So here what is the lowest power? X cube. Here what is the lowest power? X. Okay. Two powers are there other than this one, x and x square. Therefore both of them should be what? 0. We can formulate it on the next slide. Therefore minus b plus c should be equal to what? 0. Therefore b is equal to c. One more formulation is there, like a plus b by 2 minus c by 2. That is a plus b by 2 minus c by 2. Okay. A plus b by 2 minus c. Okay, not c by 2, minus c is there. Okay, small mistake, sorry. Minus c. C by 1. Okay, that is a plus b by 2 minus c. That is also, that should also be equal to 0. That is, what is b by 2? B, that is c. That is a plus c by 2 minus c is equal to 0. That is a minus c by 2 is equal to 0. Then what is the value of a? C by 2. Okay, we haven't got any values for the variables. Okay, therefore the next one, it will be, yeah, see what happens here is this and this term got vanished. Okay, they are not here right now. We have carried both of them to 0. So the remaining term will be like this. Okay, so what we are going to do is we need to divide numerator and denominator with what? X cube. So this x cube and this x cube will be okay, gone, and here we have x and here we have x square. Okay, after applying x is equal to 0, all of this will vanish. Okay, so only this term and the denominator part will be there, and after applying x is equal to 0 here, the denominator part becomes what? 1. Okay, 1 minus x square by 2, all the terms will vanish and 1 will be left. Therefore, this divided by 1 should be the final answer, and the value should be equal to what? Will be equal to what? 1. That is a minus b by 3 plus c by 2 is equal to 1. A minus b by 3 plus c by 2 is equal to what? 1. We can substitute the value here. What is a? A is c by 2 and c by 3 plus c by 2 is equal to 1. What is c by 2 plus c by 2? That is c. And what is c minus c by 3? That is 2c by 3, that is equal to 1. What is c then? C is equal to 3 by 2. Also b is also equal to 3 by 2. And what is a? A is equal to c by 3, that is a is equal to what? 3 by 4. You need to find 16 into sum of squares of all of this, right? That is 9 by 16 plus 9 by 4 plus 9 by 4. That is 9 plus 36 plus 36. That is 72 plus 9. 81 is the final cut answer. I think an integer question. Okay. The answer is what? 81. Hope you got the idea here. Okay. And we can move to the next one. Okay. Yeah. A very easy question. Okay. Just less than 30 seconds, okay, for it to formulate. See, f is defined from real number to open interval 0 to infinity. The codomain are positive real numbers. Okay, be a strictly increasing function, not the point. Be a strictly increasing function given by limit x tends to infinity, f of 7x by x is equal to what? 1. Okay, this is the most important term in this question. Then you need to find the value of limit x tends to infinity, f of 5x by f of x minus 1 is equal to. Okay. And yes, we can formulate. See, since it is an increasing function and the value of x is approaching towards infinity, that is positive infinity, we need to, I am going to apply positive numbers for solving the question. Okay. Okay. We know that since f is an increasing function, therefore f of the values used here is f of x, f of 5x and f of 7x, right? F of x is less than f of 5x, which is less than what? F of 7x. It will be like this. Okay, if you are considering positive numbers, x will be here, 5x will be here and 7x will be here. Okay, we need to assume x is greater than 0. And divide everywhere with f of x and what? F of 7x. Okay, f of 7x here. Divide everywhere with f of x and what will you get? 1 less than f of 5x by f of x less than f of 7x by what? F of x. Okay, you got the answer here. I hope you are getting the idea here. Then apply limit x tends to infinity in this inequality. You will get limit x tends to infinity 1 less than limit x tends to infinity f of 5x divided by f of x less than limit x tends to infinity f of 7x divided by what? F of x. So this is a constant value, therefore the final result won't change, it will be 1. That is, I'm going to write it here, 1 less than limit x tends to infinity f of 5x divided by f of x less than, what is the value of limit x tends to infinity f of 7x by 7x? That is 1, right? 1. Have you seen this anywhere? Sandwich theorem. Okay, so what is the value of this one? This one is also equal to what? 1. Okay, therefore limit x tends to infinity f of 5x by f of x is what? 1. Therefore this value is 1. What is 1 minus 1? 0. And what is limit x tends to infinity? 0. The value is what? 0. Okay, therefore 0 is the final cut answer for this one. Okay, I hope you got the idea here. We can move to the next one. Yeah, next type, function defined from closed interval minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 to real numbers be a differentiable function given that f of 0 is equal to what? 1 by 2. What is the value of f of 0? 1 by 2. Then the limit x tends 0, x into 0 to x, f of t dt divided by e raised to x square minus 1. Okay, the value is given as alpha. You need to find the value of 8 alpha square. Okay, see, let's apply limit first. If you apply limit x tends 0 in the numerator, it will be 0 into 0 to 0. The upper limit will be 0. Therefore, both of them will be 0. So, the product will be 0 divided by e raised to 0 square. It is like this, okay, e raised to x square minus 1. Therefore, it will be 1 minus 1, that is 0. Therefore, the limit is in which form? In determinate form. Therefore, we can apply L'Hospital rule here, that is, if it is in 0 by 0 form, and then in some cases we can go for L'Hospital rule, and L'Hospital rule means we can differentiate numerator and denominator separately. Okay, see, if you observe here, the denominator we can easily differentiate, but how are you going to differentiate the numerator? Numerator, there is a integral or a definite integral is also given there, and the upper limit is a variable. And then how are you going to formulate that one? It's easy actually. We can use Leibniz rule here. Okay, to do that, I will explain what is Leibniz rule. That is, if f of x is equal to integral g of x to h of x into f of t the dt, then what is f dash of x? F dash of x is equal to, first differentiate the upper limit and compose the upper limit toward this function, that is f of h of x, okay, minus g dash of x into f of, sorry, caps, f of g of x. This is what Leibniz rule is. Okay, very important, very useful, and the questions based on this one is asking very much in the previous sheets. Okay, let's formulate. So there is a slight problem here. It is x into this one. Therefore, we need to use product rule. Okay, therefore it will be limit x tends to 0. Product rule means consider this as first function and this as second function like before. That is x into, what is the different derivative of x? That is 1 into, so compose x over here, will get 1 into f of x plus 0 to x f of t the dt into what? 1 divided by e raised to x square minus 1. The derivative is what? E raised to x square into 2x. Okay, see, if we apply x is equal to 0 here, still it is in which form? Indeterminate form, that is in 0 by 0 form. This will be 0 and 0 to 0, that will hope that is also 0. Basically that is also 0. That is, we need to apply L'Hospital rule again, just one more time, and you will get limit x tends to 0. This is x into f dash of x plus f of x. Okay, plus here we can apply Leibniz rule directly. You will get 1 into f of x divided by, here we need to apply product rule, that is e raised to x square into the derivative of this one is what? 2 plus 2x into e raised to x square into what? 2x. Okay, then just apply x is equal to 0. Then this will get cancelled. This will be f of 0. This will also be f of 0. F of 0 plus f of 0 is 2 times f of 0. And 2 times f of 0 is 1. That is 1 divided by, if you apply here, you will get this will be cancelled. This will be e raised to 0 square, that is 1, 1 into 2. That is what alpha is. A very easy question. And what is 8 alpha square? 2. That's all. 8 into 1 by 4, that is 2. Okay, hopefully you got the idea regarding that. The next one. Yeah. Yes. Here also we can apply Leibniz rule to do the question. Okay, very easy one. See, f of x is equal to 0 to x t plus sine of 1 minus e raised to t the dt, x element of r. Then you need to find limit x tends 0, f of x by x cube. See, if we apply 0 here, what is f of 0? This becomes 0. Then the lower limit, if the lower limit and upper limit are same, then the value of the integral is what? 0. Okay. Therefore, I am going to differentiate it directly and you will get, I think we need to form, okay, let's try. That is limit x tends to 0. If you differentiate this, you will get, this is 1 and apply x over here and here as well. That is x plus sine of 1 minus e raised to x divided by what? 3x square. Okay, we can directly differentiate this. It will be limit x tends to 0. It will be 1 plus, what is the derivative of this one? Cos of 1 minus e raised to x. Derivative of what is inside is minus of e raised to x divided by 6x. Just one more time, that is limit x tends to 0. The denominator will be what? 6. It will be negative. We can take it as common. That is cos 1 minus e raised to x into e raised to x. The derivative of this e raised to x, that is plus e raised to x into minus sine 1 minus e raised to x into minus e raised to x. Okay, then apply x is equal to 0. This will be 0. Okay, you don't have to mind that. This will be, what is cos 1 minus 0? That is 1 minus e raised 0. That is 1 minus 1. That is cos 0. Cos 0 is 1. This is also 1. That it is minus 1 by x is the final cut answer. Okay, hopefully we have gone through 3 times to differentiate to get to the final answer. Okay, that was easy. That's why I have gone for that method. Okay, next one after this. Yes, there is small correction here. It is cos t raised to 1 by 3. Okay. So how are you going to formulate this one? Very easy one. Leibniz rule you can use. That is limit x tends to pi by 2. That is limit x tends to pi by 2. What happens here is, if you apply x is equal to pi by 2 over here, what will you get? Pi by 2 cube. Lower limit and upper limit got same. Therefore, this becomes 0. Denominator part, obviously that will also be equal to 0. Okay. Then go for Leibniz rule here. You will get what? That is, the first part will be 0 since it is a constant here. You need to differentiate this and compose this over here. Okay, if you differentiate a constant, you will get a 0 minus, what is the derivative of x cube? That is minus 3x square into, that is cos t raised to 1 by 3 is there. If you substitute x cube for cos t raised to 1 by 3, it will become cos x divided by 2 into x minus pi by 2. I think one more. Okay, there is no need of differentiating it further because cos x can be written as what? Sin pi by 2 minus x. So what is the value of this one? So I am going to discuss it over here. Limit x tends to a, sin x minus a divided by x minus a is equal to 1. And interestingly, limit x tends to a, sin a minus x divided by x minus a is equal to minus 1. Okay, for to take a minus common, that will apply over sign here. That should be minus of sign. That is minus of sin x minus a divided by x minus a. That is equal to minus 1. Ring any bell by looking at this formula, which we can apply here. There is no need of differentiating it further. Okay. Therefore, sin pi by 2 minus x divided by x minus pi by 2 is equal to what? The net value is equal to minus 1. That minus and this minus got cancelled. Therefore, it will be 3 by 2 into x square is there. We can substitute pi by 2 there. This becomes what? Pi square by 4. Therefore, the net answer is 3 pi square by 8. Done. Understood? And the next one. Okay. Very easy one. Next one. Yeah, f is a differentiable function in the interval open 0 to infinity such that f of 1 is equal to 1. Then limit t tends to x, t square f of x minus x square f of t divided by t minus x. Beware of this problem. See, obviously, if you substitute t is equal to x, numerator will be 0, so is the denominator. So it's in indeterminate form. Therefore, if it is in 0 by 0 form, hopefully we can apply L'Hospital rule, which will ease the calculation. But before doing L-Hospital rule, just ask yourself, with respect to which variable you should differentiate here, with respect to t or with respect to x. That is where most students make the mistake. You need to differentiate with respect to the variable here, variable which is tending here. Okay, that is with respect to t. T is tending towards x. With respect to that variable, we need to differentiate. In the previous case also we have done that. Okay, here the tending variable is what? Pi by 2. So we have differentiated numerator and denominator with what? X. Okay, so here the tending variable is t. Therefore, we need to differentiate the numerator and denominator with respect to what? T. Therefore, after differentiation, it will be limit t tends to x. It will be 2t f of x minus x square into f dash of t. Okay, divide by 1. There is no need of writing. Okay, and its value is equal to 1. And then apply x is equal to t is equal to x. That is where the actual things comes. That is 2t into f of t minus x minus t square into f dash of t is equal to 1. How are you going to take it from here? The problem, how are you going to take it from here? It's very easy. See, this question, it was asked, the question is directly from limits, but you need to apply, sorry, not Leibniz theorem I have used here. Okay, I have used just I have differentiated numerator and denominator only. During the explanation, if I have asked for Leibniz rule, just sorry. Okay, we have just gone for basic differentiation in numerator and denominator. Okay. And what are you going to do here? See, if you observe closely, this has transformed to a differential equation which can be solved using two methods, hopefully. One is inspection method, that is more easy, and the next one is reducing this to linear differential equation 1. I think all of you know how to do that. Okay, let's go for that. So after rearranging, it will be, I'm making the sign positive, it will be I'm dividing everywhere with minus t square. It will be f dash of t, okay, minus 2 by t into f of t is equal to what? 1 by t square. Okay, and see what is the differential equation? That is dy by dx plus py is equal to q. Okay, like that. Here a derivative, here the function is directly given. Okay, so what is the integrating factor here? That is integrating factor, that is if is equal to e raised to minus 2 into 1 by t into what? Dt, that is e raised to log t, that is e raised to log t raised to minus 2, that is t raised to minus 2, that is what? 1 by t square. That is the integrating factor here. So what is the final cut answer? That is f of t divided by t square is equal to integral of 1 by t square into 1 by t square is 1 by t raised to 4 into dt. That is f of t by t square is equal to, this becomes t raised to minus 4. What is t raised to minus 4 integral? T raised to minus 3 divided by minus 3. That is, this becomes minus, yeah, this is minus 1 by t square, right? Yeah, sorry, my mistake. Therefore, it will be minus 1 by t square. Okay, sorry, my mistake. Therefore, if you integrate, it will be t raised to minus 4 plus 1 is t raised to minus 3 divided by minus 3. That becomes plus, that is 1 by 3 t cube plus c. Okay, I will show you another interesting method for doing this question. Okay, without all of these hectic steps. Okay, there is one more method. Okay, I will show it. Okay, it's done. Then we need to find c. For that, they have given this data f of 1 is equal to 1. That is 1 is equal to 1 by 3 plus c. That is c is equal to what? 2 by 3. Okay. Therefore, we can apply 2 by 3 over here. That is, okay, in the next slide. That is f of t by t square. F of t divided by t square is equal to 1 by 3 t cube plus c. That is equal to 1 by 3 t cube plus c is 2 by 3, right? Okay, let's check it one more time. C is 2 by 3. Okay. So, what do you want to find here actually? 2 into f of 2 plus 3 into f of 3. 2 into f of 2 plus 3 into f of 3. See, for questions like this, if you apply a slight modification in the final cut result, it will become more easy. See, otherwise what you have to do is you need to find f of 2 and f of 3 separately, multiply here with 2, multiply here with 3, and then go for the final answer. So instead of that, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to multiply the LHS and RHS with t cube. So what will happen now? If you multiply LHS and RHS with t cube, you will get t into f of t is equal to 1 by 3 plus 2 by 3 t cube, right? Which I have multiplied. Okay, t cube. See, now if you just put 2 here, you get the total result here. And if you put 3 here, you will get the total result. Okay, if you just sum it up. So what I'm going to do is, I am going to apply 2 and 3 at the same time and then add it. Therefore, it becomes 2 into f of 2 plus 3 into f of 3. That is equal to 1 by 3 plus 2 by 3 into 2 cube plus 1 by 3 into 1 by 3 plus 2 by 3 into what? 3 cube. So just add it, you will get the final result. That is 1 by 3 plus 1 by 3 is 2 by 3. This is 16 by 3. This is 27 into 2, that is 54 by 3, that is 54 plus 16, 70, 70 plus 2 is 72, 72 by 3 is what? 24 is the final result for this one. Okay, that's all. Okay, very easy question. Okay, I've told you there is one more method of doing this. I will show it how. And yeah. Yeah, this one. From here we can do another method for doing this question. Okay, I will formulate 2t f of t minus t square f dash of t is equal to 1, right? That is 2t f of t minus t square f dash of t. T square f dash of t is equal to 1. Okay. Just one thing, I'm going to multiply both sides to negative 1. You will get t square into f dash of t minus 2t into f of t is equal to minus 1. Have you seen this anywhere? It's very easy one. Have you seen this anywhere? Is this a part of a rule which have you studied? See, what is quotient rule? That is, what is d by dx of f of x by g of x? That is g of x into f dash of x minus f of x into g dash of x divided by g of x the square, right? So this is the numerator of that one, right? So what are you going to substitute here to make it a proper quotient rule expression? That is, here it should be what? T square the whole square. Then here also it should be what? T square the whole square. Okay, so it will be d of f of t divided by t square. That is equal to minus 1 by t raised to 4. Hope you got the idea here. Then if you integrate it, it will be just reduced like this. That is f of t by integral of d will be what? Yeah, that is integral of derivative will be it will cancel out. Okay, it will be f of t by t square minus 1 by t raised to 4 into dt. Here we can put a dt here. Okay, that's all. That's called an inspection method of doing the question. You need to have some practice to do this one, okay? But it is a very easy method compared to the previous one. We need to convert that into the linear differential equation. We need to find the integrating factor all to go for the final answer. But in here, see, within 2 steps, we go to the final result. Okay, time saving one. Okay, and next one. Okay. Let the slope of the line 45x plus 5y plus 3 is equal to 0 be 27r1 plus 9r2. Yeah, what is the slope of this line? If you reduce it into y is equal to mx plus c form, the slope will be minus 9, right? Therefore, 27r1 plus 9r2 by 2 is equal to what? Minus 9. Okay, and here, yeah, that is limit extends to 3. This one and this one. How are you going to do this one? Integral of 3 to x 8 t square dt divided by 3 r2x by 2 minus r2x square minus r1x cube minus 3. Okay, so with respect to the integral here, this is the base is the constant, that is denominator is the constant. Therefore, before applying, obviously we need to apply Leibniz rule here. Before applying that, I am going to separate the numerator and denominator. It will be limit x tends to 3 3 to x 8 t square the dt divided by 3r2 by 2 into x minus r2 into x square minus r1 to x cube minus 3x. Okay, differentiate, and you will get this will be limit x tends to 3, 8x square divided by 3r2 by 2 minus 2r2 into x minus 3r1 x square minus 3. Okay, if you apply 3 over here and here as well, that is 8 into 3 square becomes 8 into 9, that is 72. 72 divided by 3r2 by 2 minus 6r2 minus 27r1 minus 3. So what is 3r2 by 2 minus 6r2? That is minus 9r2 by 2, okay, minus 27r1 minus 3. I have operated the new denominator only, okay. Therefore, it will be 72 divided by, see what is 27r1 plus 9r2 by 2, that is minus 9, okay. So what is minus 27r1 minus 9r2 by 2, that will be 9, right? And 9 minus 3, that is what? 6, and the answer is what? 12. Okay, very, very, very easy question. And the next one. Yeah. Yes. See, about this question, okay, I will recite the question for now. Let A be the sum of all coefficients in the expansion of 1 minus 2x plus 2x square the whole raised to 2023 into 3 minus 4x square plus 2x cube the whole raised to 2024, and B is equal to limit x tends to 0, yeah, 0 to x log 1 plus t divided by t raised to 2024 plus 1 dt divided by x square. And the equation cx square plus dx plus e is equal to 0 and 2bx square plus ax plus 4 is equal to 0 have a common root where c, d, e element of R. Then you need to find the value of d, ratio of d is to c is to e. See, about this question, to do this one, you need to find A and B first. To find A and B, you should have a good idea in the chapter binomial theorem. Okay, to find A. And to find B, you need to have a good idea about limits and integration. Okay, and to find the ratio C, D and D, and that is to get an idea about the coefficients here, you need to have very good grip on quadratic equations as well. Okay, and let's do. Okay, so first things first, let's start with A. So how are you going to find the sum of all coefficients in the expansion of this and this into this? It's very easy. Substitute the value of the variable equal to 1. You will get the sum of all coefficients. Okay. So if you substitute 1 here, 2 into 1, that is A is equal to 1 minus 2 plus 2. That is 1 raised to 2023. That is 1. Okay. 1 into, here also if you substitute x is equal to 1, you will get the sum of all coefficients of this multinomial expansion. It is not a binomial expansion, it is a multinomial expansion. More than 2 is there, 2 is here. Therefore, it will be 3 plus 2, that is 5. 5 minus 4 is what? 1. That is 1 into 1, that is A is equal to what? 1. So, here A is done. Okay. Okay, B, we have did so many questions with respect to B. That is Leibniz rule we need to use here. Differentiate here and here as well. Okay. Hopefully, we will get it in the first step itself. Okay, differentiate that you will get limit x tends to 0, 1 by log 1 plus x divided by x raised to 2024 plus 1 divided by 2x. Okay, therefore B is equal to limit x tends to 0. I think, yeah, if you see this becomes, this will come down here, and if you substitute x equal to 0 in the numerator as well as on denominator, it will be still in 0 by 0 form. Therefore, just one more differentiation. Hopefully, we'll get the answer from there. That is 1 by 1 plus x divided by, this is come down over here, 2, I took it as constant. So, this will be x into x raised to 2024, that is x raised to 2025. So, this will be like, I'm going to write it here, that is 2 into x raised to 2025 plus x. What is the derivative of that? That is 2 into 2025 x raised to 2024 plus 1. Okay. Then if you apply x is equal to 0 here, what will you get? This will be 1 and this will be 1 and that is 1 by 2. 1 by 2, B is equal to what? 1 by 2. Okay, we got A and B. Yeah. Then we can apply those values over here. You will get 2b is equal to 1. That is x square plus x plus 4 is equal to 0. What is the speciality of that quadratic equation? It's a very interesting question actually. What is the speciality of the quadratic equation? What is the nature of roots of that quadratic equation? What is the discriminant of that quadratic equation? Is it positive or negative? If the discriminant is negative, obviously it is negative. So what is the meaning of that? The quadratic equation will have two roots. Okay, that is the two roots will be what? Non-real, that is complex roots. Therefore, if one root is like this, a plus ib, then the other root will be a minus ib. That is, both the roots will be conjugates with respect to one another. Okay, wait. Next one. Then consider the next quadratic equation. Cx square plus dx plus e is equal to 0. See, it is already mentioned in the question that both of them has how many common roots? One common root. Okay. So, in quadratic equation, there is a theory regarding common root, but we don't want to use it here. Why? I am going to tell you. See here, let's assume a plus ib is the common root of this one and this one. Okay, let's assume a plus ib is the common root of first quadratic equation and second quadratic equation. Okay, so if the discriminant is less than 0, that means the quadratic equation is having non-real roots, then the two roots will be conjugate with respect to each other. See, if a plus ib is the root, is the solution of this quadratic equation and this quadratic equation is as well, therefore the other solution will be what? A minus ib. That for both of them. That means this two quadratic equation has two roots in common. And what is the meaning of that? The ratios will be same. That is, c is to d is to e is equal to what? 1 is to 1 is to 4. Okay, that is, okay, we need to find d is to c is to, okay, that will be same. C is to d is to e will be equal to d is to c is to e, as there is 1 is to 1 here. Therefore, d is to c is to e will be equal to what? 1 is to 1 is to 4. Okay, and that is the final cut answer. Okay. And that's all for today's session. We have discussed so many questions and some important theories and shortcuts along with that. And just go through that questions one more time with by yourself, okay, without relying on the solutions, just based on the keys only. Okay, you'll get a proper idea of this topic. It's a very important topic. It is just the beginning of calculus. Okay, therefore you should put more effort into this topic. Okay, so thank you for listening and have a nice day.